Alright, you ever wanted to make Terminator or Gene Stealer casualties, but you didn't want to pay $50 just to cut up a model and lay its dead body across the ground and cut up bits? Well, have I got an answer for you. I got two different ones. This one's Alumilite Mold Putty, and this was Amazing Mold Rubber. This one I've used before, this one I haven't, but this one's a lot cheaper. We'll see how the cheaper one goes. Let's go ahead and use the cheaper one right now and see how it goes. I've made molds before. You guys have seen me pour stuff into my mold, but I think this is the first time that I've recorded myself making a mold. I'm not 100% sure. Alright, let's see. Are there any Gene Stealers I haven't glued together yet? So, I can still do this, it's just going to look a little weirder. I'm not happy with most of their colors anyways. Okay, I still, we can still do this. I know a way we'll do this. Alright, so. This one will work just fine. First thing we got to do, we got to mix our molds. I'm going to double check just in case, because this one might be different than normal. Alright, take about 2 to 8 hours for the mold to dry. That's about, that's normal. Keep out of children. Children shouldn't be eating it. Okay, 1 scoop of catalyst for every 2 ounces of base. This is the catalyst. This is the base. I'm just going to take this, pop a hole there, pop a hole there. Reason why I pop a hole both places is so that way it has air when it's pouring out of one of the holes. So scoop, we'll need scoop, and we'll need an ounce cup. Okay, so for this one, we're not going to need to use clay as a base. I'm going to actually make more than one of these, and you guys get to watch. All right. So fluid ounce. Probably going to use 1 fluid ounce. As you can see, I am pouring it in. Should have made the hole a little bigger. And these ones I'm making right now are probably just going to be a 1-part mold. I'll show you how to do 2-part molds later. They're a lot like, they're very similar to 1-part molds. There's just a few things that change it so that way the molds don't stick together when you're making it. Right. So 1 ounce is just a little bit smaller than 2 tablespoons. No, it's about the same. Okay. Because there's the fluid ounce. Come on. Okay, so there's a fluid ounce. We're going to go ahead and mix it in the same one I'm going to use because why not? Alright, let's go ahead and grab a tongue depressor. Surprised I didn't see a tongue depressor come with it. Alright. A lot of the times you can just mix it in the cup because silicone, once it dries, pulls away from the cup very easily. But I don't think there'd been enough room if we had tried. I want to make sure that pink stuff is spread through it. The pink stuff might just be dye, but it's good to have it spread anyways. Alright. Same thing. Pop 2 holes. Makes it easier to pour. Oop. Don't spill it, Joe. It's expensive. Okay. Hi, Shirley. Don't knock my camera over, please. Alright, now we're going to mix it. Mix it as deep and good until it's all pink. Maybe. I think this one will turn pink. Most of them do. I see no difference. It's a little pinker, I guess. Mix it up nice and good. Okay, and then I kind of want to make sure a lot of the bubbles are out of it. You can see all those bubbles coming to the surface. I don't have a air compressor, so this is a good way of shaking it out. Dang it, it's hot up here. But you just basically want to agitate it. The bubbles should rise up over time anyways. This just makes it much quicker and it's much more likely that you'll get rid of more of the bubbles this way. So you won't have any bubbles in your mold. For the resin to accidentally fill, which will mess up your mold. See there, you can see there's less bubbles now. There's still bubbles. Okay. Now, this is a jean steel. It's not the color it's going to end up being. I've tried painting it to try and make it a little bit more the traditional, but I didn't really like how it was turning out. So I'm probably going to strip it slightly and repaint it. Now I know I'm going to strip it slightly and repaint it. So I don't care that I'm going to, because this will probably mess up the paint anyways. I'm going to take it, I'm going to dip it in just enough. I don't want it to, there we go. And it'll follow the edge. There we go. And then I'm probably going to have to cut it out a bit, but that's okay. Because I'm going to have, I want this kind of flat. Because I'm going to use it to lay down on now I'm just going to grab, because I want it to stay a little bit more flat than that. So I'm going to use my brain to try. This is one of the many reasons why you have clay. Clay is really good for molding for several very nice reasons. One reason is we're going to use this to we're going to use it to hold his base flat like that. I pressed it into the clay. I'm just going to, lock it in just a little bit. And that'll keep him, that board there keep him this base level, because I want him flattish. And now we're going to let him dry, and I'll show you how to do other molds in a bit. It's going to take about 7 to 8 hours for him to dry.